Meet Sarah, your average Seattle tenant. She's got a one-bedroom apartment with a broken heater, a leaky faucet that sounds like a tap-dancing squirrel, and an elevator that hasn't worked since, well, ever. She's filed complaints with the SDCI, Seattle Department of Construction and Inspections, hoping for help. But what does she get? No contact, no violation observed. And the piece de resistance? Silence. Oh, but don't worry. SDCI isn't twiddling their thumbs. They're out there enforcing the really important stuff, like weeds. Yes, weeds. Because apparently Seattle can't sleep at night unless every blade of grass is accounted for. Did you know that SDCI handles complaints for everything from weeds to noise to vacant buildings? And guess what? Weeds are winning. Every year, weeds and tenant complaints come in at about the same rate, but only 9% of tenant complaints get resolved. Meanwhile, weeds? They're living their best lives, getting NOVs left and right. Apparently the city thinks it's easier to deal with dandelions than, human beings. It's enough to make you wonder, are we prioritizing aesthetics over actual lives, or is SDCI just that bad at their job? Here's what no one tells you. SDCI doesn't work for you, the tenant. They work for landlords. Landlords are their customers, the ones who pay for permits, inspections, and fees. So when you file a complaint about your broken boiler, guess who they're really trying to keep happy? Not you. And their RRIO program, the Rental Registration and Inspection Ordinance, is a joke. The checklist they use for inspections is less strict than the Downtown Housing Maintenance Code. You heard me, less strict. It's like inspecting a car but skipping the brakes because, who needs those? But here's a little holiday nugget for you. The Downtown Housing Maintenance Code, Chapter 22.220, has a secret weapon called receivership. If a landlord is so egregious that they refuse to fix their property, the SDCI director, yes, you, Nathan Torgelson, can take them to court and ask for a receiver. What's a receiver, you ask? It's basically a building babysitter. The judge appoints someone to take over the property, including the keys, rents, and bank accounts. And the landlord doesn't see a dime until everything is brought up to code. Sounds amazing, right? Except for one tiny problem. Seattle's never used it. Not once. Not a single building has been put into receivership. Other cities like Denver do it all the time, but here, it's like we're allergic to accountability. But Sarah isn't giving up. She's learning her rights. Did you know that you, as a tenant, can file for receivership too? If your building has 10 units, you just need one tenant to petition. If it's bigger, you need 3. It's not easy, but it's powerful, and it puts control back in tenants' hands where it belongs. And remember, you don't have to put up with being ignored. You have options. Oh, and before I let you go, let me drop some golden nuggets for this Turkey Day. 1. Deposits. Landlords must return your security deposit within 30 days. If they keep any part of it, they have to send you an itemized list of deductions within 21 days. And they can't charge you for normal wear and tear. Nail holes, scuff marks, that's not your problem. If they've had your deposit for more than a year, they owe you interest. Yes, interest, based on the Consumer Price Index. 2. Move-in fees. Your security deposit plus move-in fees can't exceed 1 month's rent. If it does, they're breaking the law. 3. No heat, no problem. If your heat or hot water isn't working, you can use your renter's insurance to book a hotel and demand a rent break for the unlivable days. 4. Receivership. If your building is falling apart and the landlord won't fix it, file for receivership. It's not just a tool for the city, you can use it too. 5. Weeds versus people. And finally, let's stop pretending weeds deserve more attention than tenants. Seattle deserves better. This holiday season, let's be thankful for the rights we have, and let's fight for the ones we still need. Change is coming, Seattle. Keep your eyes and ears open. Happy Thanksgiving, gobble gobble, and remember, you deserve better.